they found in a tree what no one was supposed to see. Hidden cigarettes. The border guards were on a random check when they noticed that one of the tree trunks was hampered. After close inspection, it was revealed that the tree trunk was hollowed and filled with packs of cigarettes, and then replaced the end of the trunk to hide the contents. The offenders made sure to cover up the packets carefully, and it was almost impossible for the guards to find the difference. However, they realized that some of the logs were comparatively light-weighted, and this suspicion led to the fraud. Reportedly, 25,000 packets of cigarettes were recovered after it was filled inside 27 tons of timber, where 55 of the tree trunks turned out to have been tampered with. Turns out this was the work of Russian bootleggers who came up with a creative way to hide their cigarettes, which was going to travel to the West. Reportedly, the seized item was manufactured in Belarus. From there it would go to a private company in Poland and then transported to Germany and the UK. Sacred Buddha. If traveling to Thailand, one will notice an iconic image on postcards and guidebooks: Buddha's head entwined within the roots of a tree. Only the Gautam Buddha's head can be seen perfectly weaved in the roots of the banyan tree. This particular tree is located in Wat Mahat Hat in Ayutthaya, 80 kilometers north of Bangkok, which is the most popular city. Reportedly, the history of the Buddha's head dates back to the 14th century when an ancient temple was built, which was then ruined after the Burmese army invaded Ayutthaya, the capital of Siam. The invaders also damaged the temple and many other figures of Buddha. The area remained abandoned until the 1950s. The Department of Fine Art began restoration work in Ayutthaya when they found the head entwined in the roots. Nobody knows what exactly happened, but many theories have been formed. According to one, the tree simply grew around the Buddha's head during the abandoned period. Another theory suggests that a thief moved the Buddha's head away from the main temple to hide it, and forgot about it. Mummified dog. According to sources, a few loggers found a mummified dog trapped in the trunk of a tree while chasing a raccoon. The poor animal starved to his demise, and the body was discovered in 1980 when the loggers of a company were cutting trees. So it is claimed that the man's best friend was stuck somewhere in the 1960s. In 2002, a museum held a contest to name the dog, and Stucky got the maximum votes, after which a four-legged animal was named after it. The trunk, along with the dog, was then kept in the same museum which held the contest and became one of the most popular attractions. From the front of the log, the dog's legs, head and front shoulders are visible, along with a small bit of a leather strap on his upper back, probably the remains of a collar. From the rear part, the visitors can look at the hindquarters and tail. The most interesting is that instead of getting decomposed, the dog's body was mummified. As per the museum, a chimney effect could have happened in the hollow tree, resulting in an upward draft of air. The air must have sent the insects away. Additionally, the tree would have been in dry conditions and the tannic acid of oak would have aided to harden the skin of the dog. Fish tree. We all have been taught that fish live in water. However, nature has its own way of surprising humans. Mangrove killifish is a species of fish which spends a few months out of the water and live in the trees. Scientists have discovered that these fish can live inside rotten branches and trunks, temporarily altering their biological makeup to breathe and survive. The most interesting part is that mangrove killifish can breed without a mate, and their characteristics have made the biologist astonished. The discovery was made when biologists were wading through swamps in Belize and Florida and found hundreds of killifish hiding out of the water in the rotting. Normally, the fish can be spotted in the mangrove swamps of Florida, Latin America and the Caribbean. They are normally 2 inches long and would flop their way to new homes when the water around the roots of mangroves dries up. According to a study, their gills are altered to retain water and nutrients, while they excrete nitrogen waste through their skin. These changes are reversed as soon as they return to the water.